Okay. I think we are on. We have sound. Actually, I think my level is a little bit too high. So let me drop it a little bit, like that. Should be fine. Test 1 2 1 2. Yeah, should be fine. We have music. We are live. We have good numbers. Everything looks good. So let's go. Welcome, guys. Good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, good whatever. We are back to the Milo build. Sorry, to the Micron build. We've been busy. Hey Joseph, how are you, my friend? So we are back to the Micron. Let's finish this thing. Then we can start thinking of the Milo. I think I have everything I need now for the Micron. I think we'll see. So again, let me just do that first before I forget again. Let's thanks to our friends at Lab 4450 for the sponsorship. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal for me because they are the only ones that actually believe in me, except for you guys, of course. I mean sponsors. So link in the description. They are a Portuguese online store. They sell mostly 3D printer stuff. Check them out. Good quality stuff, good prices, and yeah, as I said, link in the description. They help me, I help them. If you guys help them, you guys are helping me. So yeah. So how are you guys doing today? Oh, sorry. Maybe my levels are still a little bit too high, or I'm just speaking louder. I'm Portuguese, so usually Portuguese people speak loud. I don't know why, it's a saying. So first, goodies. So I received today, or past few days, actually this was today. So here we have the 3D, the printer, the parallel port breakout board. Well, it's a thing. I don't know. So yeah, I just opened it. So it's pretty much like the other one. It's a very cheap. This cost like $5 or $6 or whatsoever. It's a very cheap breakout board for parallel port, which you can use on Linux CNC or Mac 3 if it's your thing, in Mac 4. So this thing is 5-axis, no fancies, no... It works. I know it works because I used it for a while. No, not this one, but one exactly like this one. This is blue, mine is green. But yeah, it works exactly the same. And this thing already has a 0 to 10 volt analog output for controlling the spindle. It has a relay. It has some... It's compatible with 5-axis. Of course, you don't need to use 5-axis. You can use only 3 or 4 or whatever. But yeah, it's compatible. You can, with just one board, you can go up to 5-axis, which is fine. Probably you'll lose the limit capability, but anyway, and you can use 2 if you have 2 parallel ports. So pretty inexpensive. It's a good way. We're gonna test this actually working with parallel port or printer port output. So it's the most inexpensive way to get to a CNC machine running. So here we have a PCIe, so a PCI Express parallel port output. So this is going to be a test. This is supposed to work with Linux CNC. We're going to test that. So this is very inexpensive. So this thing costs like 10 bucks, 9 bucks, something like that. And it's a PCI Express 1X board, so you can plug it to any modern computer nowadays, and you get a parallel port. And again, it's pretty inexpensive, should work. And if you need two boards, you can get two. This thing costs like 9 bucks, 8 or 9 bucks, something like that. We're gonna test it. Supposedly it should work fine. So we're gonna make a test on these as well. So the idea is we figure out whatever we can run, and because of budget thingies, because I understand not everyone is willing to spend like $150 if you are in the well, it's not a bad idea. The only problem with that, Joseph, is yeah, I think this will work okay. I worked with mine for years before I changed to a Mesa, to a Ethernet card, not a Mesa. I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna run just fine, and we're gonna test it, because as I was saying, not everyone is willing to spend the amount of $150, which is not that much on US, but in Europe, for a Mesa, we need something like at least 170 euros, and if you want a better, reasonable one, it's actually something like 240. It's quite expensive, and I'm sure, and I'm gonna show that these will work just fine, at least for a little machine that you don't need high speeds and high frequency on steppers and whatsoever. But we'll check that. You guys will be the judge on that. About your thingy, your question about the spoil board, that's okay, but you need to pay attention. I would rather do a round hole on the corner, like on one of the corners, so you can actually fit a piece of tubing, metal tubing on it, like a bushing, and then you probe the inside of that hole, because if you leave a fence or something raised, if you need to put a somehow bigger plate on the CNC table, you're going to be raised by the fences. And if you do just a hole on a corner, you can just probe the inside of hole and you'll be fine. I would do that instead. A tool setter as I described, I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean the older one from the past, the last stream? One of these? I mean, one of these, actually. I have too much lighter. I've been saying that I need to find a dimmer. Like this. Okay, so since I have these on the end, so what I got more, I got this thing, which is just a ground, oh, I see, okay. Yeah, I see. You can post it because I like to see it. So this is just a grounded bar. So we can this I only bought these. So this is carbide. So we can test run out on the spindle and on the collets and whatsoever. This is actually also good for these. So you set it here like that, and then you zero your tool setter like that, and now you know this thing is straight. And let's see how repeatable it is. So we are 1 micrometer off, which is nothing, probably a speck of dust. So keep in mind this thing costs like 70 bucks, so a few thousandths of a millimeter, which is a micrometer, it's pretty much nothing. So yeah, we are good with this. Actually, I'm gonna leave it out of the bag. No point. So yeah, again, this is just a carbide shaft, 6 millimeter. So we can test some stuff. Nothing fancy. So here we have a relay board. So this is just a small relay board, which it is exactly that. So it has 6 relays, so you can attach 6 things in here, like solenoid valves for coolant. I intend at least to use 3 of them, because I want to use mist coolant, air, just air blowing, and I want to use another one for air on the tool setter. So I intend to, I haven't bought it yet, but I will buy one. So like the original Milo tool setter, the long jack or whatsoever they call it, but I want to buy one because that one is plastic, it has variations and whatsoever. The post, where the probe, it's not hardened steel or tungsten or anything hard, so it's gonna get damaged with the mills, especially if it's a pointy mill. It's gonna get dinks, then it will raise a burr, so no good for that, at least for me. So I'm gonna actually buy one. And another thing it is, the ones you can buy, I can show you one on the store. They actually have a blower, so it will blow air on the surface. Because if you're machining and then you call a tool change, the idea, I know Milo it's manual, but the idea is for you to just go and screw the old tool, screw in the new one, press go, and it should go to the tool setter and probe it. So if you have ships on top, you're gonna have a wrongfully measurement, because if you have ships, you're gonna measure on top of the ship, on top of the probe. So if you see the one that I want to use, it has a little channel there with a blower, which when we are probing, it's gonna blow, it's gonna turn a solenoid on and blow air on the surface of the setter. So if there's any ships there, they will just fly away. So I'm gonna use that as well. So in case let me see. Oh, I haven't opened Brave yet. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, so let me go to my favorite store for this kind of, what's that? Yes. Okay, so if we go here, let's call it CNC tool setter, should be fine. So it's what I want is something like this, the slim version. Okay, not at that price. Something like, yeah, this looks reasonable. So as you see, we have this thingy, this little piler here. If you see there, it has a slot there, and if you see here, it has an input here for hair, and this will, if you have a solenoid on it, yeah, I don't want to probe electrically. So this is actually a switch. Basically how these work. So okay, let me first show. So as you see, it has a channel there and the air goes there. Yes, you can do it-yourself mode to do something like this, but these things, they are not very cheap, but they are not that expensive, and that's a very hard surface there and it's flat. So it's pretty much a no-brainer, and it's smaller than the 3D printed part. Anyway, so these things are, I will buy one of these things for my machine. And yeah, so basically this is just a mechanical switch. Actually, this has two switches, which is also another good feature. So it has the probe switch and it has an over travel switch. So you can use the probe switch as a probe, and you can use the over travel like as an e-stop, because if it's going there, something fucked up and it's gonna stop the whole machine because something is not right, because it passed the probe point and it's already on the over travel. So it's gonna, before you smash your Z on this thingy, it will stop the machine. It's kind of like a hard stop, not a hard stop, but it's yeah, it's a faulty security step, which is kind of needed. So these things are minimal movement probes. What's that mean? It means that basically how it works, it's actually, I opened one so I know how it is. So basically it has two contacts like that, and it has a so let's call it like this. Too much lighting, I'm gonna go back. So let's call it like this, and the top of the surface is connected to this part. So these ones are steady. So at the minimal movement that this thing disconnect from one of the actually it's just, I think it's just one. Yeah, I think it's just one. I'm not sure, but yeah, but basically with minimal movement, as soon as the top thingy moves down, it will disconnect and you'll get the signal for the probe. And they are lightweight, something like, I believe 100 grams, and if you open them and you change the spring, you can get that value even lower. So yeah, those are very nice, and they have the air blast stuff, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm going to use at least 3 of these relays, and it never hurts to have 3 more around. You can use it for whatever. And these are like signal relays. So this board just take a signal. It's optical isolated. So you basically you only need enough current to turn on the optical switch, which is like a few milliamps, if that many, maybe some microamps, probably a few milliamps, and it will lock the relay or trigger the relay. So actually you don't need enough current on your output to trigger the relay. So that's done on the board. So you just need a signal, just it. So these things are pretty nice. You can change for active low or active high. And these are, I believe, 24 volt or 12 volt, I believe. No, 5 volt. Yeah, 5 volt, makes sense. So that means it needs 5 volt, yes, because the output of either the printer port or the parallel port, the LPT1 port, or the mesa board, they are 5 volts. So I was thinking 12 volt because of the main input, but or of the main power. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. So this will be handy, and you can get these with more, with less relays. You can get a single one, you can get something like 12. Anyway, so what else did I got? So I got a few of these, which I bought already for my house actually, and I liked it. So and I bought it here for this shop as well. These are just regular splitters or power splitters or power bricks. Goddamn light. Especially these things are white. Let me go a little further away. The thingy of this is they have yeah, that you can see better. They have independent. Oh, did I order wrong? Or they sent me wrong? Let me check. Or maybe I ordered one of each. Let me check. Because I could swear maybe I ordered it wrong. Yeah, probably I ordered it wrong. So they have a version which, fuck, actually I wanted that. Instead of 5, so this has 5 power sockets. Instead of 5, it has only 4, but it has a USB power on one end, like in the picture in here, as you see. So this one has 4, and it has the USB power on the one end. So yeah, I think I fucked up there, but I can always use this anyway. Let me see if they are both like this. These things are pretty inexpensive, like 10 bucks, something like that. Oh fuck, that sucks. Yeah, it's the same. Fuck me. Fuck me. I need to order another ones. Yeah, my mistake. But they already changed that. Jesus, yeah. So now it's I understand the idea of the guy, and he's actually, to be honest, I kind of agree, because I think he's zealing for his country. I understand that maybe a little frustrating or a pain for people, but yeah, the guy wants to that the stuff gets built in his country, and with that getting more employment and whatsoever. But yeah, it's a too pointy. It's like a double-edged sword, like. Okay, so I was talking about mist coolant, and I must say I got a bit carried away. I bought this thingy to use as a reservoir for the mist coolant, and I think I went too big, but whatever. So why do I like this thingy? So first, so this is I also bought these. I bought these years ago, but they are still available. I think they are even cheaper than when I bought these. So this is no, this is actually a water filter. So give me a second. So this is a mist coolant thingy. You have the two needle valves here, so you can adjust the flow or the amount of oil that you're sucking in and the amount of air that you're letting out. And you have the two inputs in here. Oil is the small one, air is the top one. And how this thing usually works is with Venturi system, so it will suck in the oil, and it works, but it doesn't kind of work for minimal coolant. For minimal coolant, you pretty much want like a drop of coolant every couple seconds. So this works actually more as a spray coolant. So if you limit your oil too much, you won't have enough vacuum to pull the oil. So what I like to do, otherwise, if you want more of a spray, this is fine, and you can just put so this is the oil line, so you can just put this thing on a bottle, or even a soda bottle will work, like a Coca-Cola or something like that bottle will work just fine. But how I like to do it to actually, for this to work better, I like to put some pressure on the coolant tank, so on the top of the coolant tank, to push the coolant down, so this thing doesn't need actual vacuum, because you have pressure on the coolant bottle to push the coolant through the line, and this doesn't need to provoke the Venturi and actually suck the coolant, if I'm making myself clear. So for that, since you need like a sealed container, and you need an input for air and an output for the coolant, I like to use this water filter. This is just a water filter or a pre-filter, so you don't need the filter. So the filter goes away. You only need this as a reservoir. And the idea behind this thingy, so these things are sealed. You have a seal there, a white seal. And these are cheap. This one, it's a huge one. I think this takes more than 2 liters, but something like that. So, and you have an output and an input. So basically you can go, probably I can't with this because of the connection and the filter that this thing have. Well, that one goes there, see? But probably this won't. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yes, it will. So you want that going to the bottom. This line is a mess because I need to stretch it. So you want that there on the bottom. And you want an input to put air on top. And you want to put on top, you want to draw from the bottom. Because if you have a lower level of coolant, you want to keep sucking it. And you want to put air on top, so that's what you want. Okay, so this one is like an inch BSP, so I need some reductions. But yeah, I'll show it when we get there, how I'm gonna do it. Or how you can do it. Actually, I'm preparing multiple ways to do it. So yeah, if you have the pressure pushing on top of the coolant, you're gonna take away much more of the Venturi, well, pretty much all the Venturi needed from this guy. So you don't need to rely on the Venturi of this thingy. And it will work just much better. I never tested this version. I tested some older, cheaper, well, actually it wasn't cheap back then, but nowadays it's very cheap. And this thing will work just fine, I'm pretty sure. Some, you can even adjust the spray cone here, not this one though. So yeah, but I want to use this thingy. So the filter comes with a wrench. It's pretty cheap. You can buy this on your local. I bought this out of Amazon, but you can buy on Amazon or your local Walmart, probably, whatsoever. Your local store for piping, Home Depot, not Walmart, maybe Walmart. I never went to Walmart, but Home Depot for sure, something like that. So yeah, I like these because they have already threads. This actually, it's kind of a pain in the ass for me because I need to get a 1 inch to ½ inch reduction, and then a ½ inch to a quarter or a 1/8 of an inch BSP. Depends on what system you're gonna do or what fittings you need to put in. Other solution, you can get just a plug and then do the holes you need for the stuff you're using. I'm gonna cover both methods when we get there. But yeah, I went a little bit overkill. This thing is way too big. Well, it's not too big, it's bigger than it needs to be because minimal coolant will last a long time. So this thing, it's actually crazy big, to be honest. But hey, if I can get 1 year of machining without messing with the coolant, yeah. I went to Home Depot, but I haven't actually seen a Walmart. I went to a proper Brownells gun shop, so yeah. But yeah, a supermarket with shotguns sounds good. Okay, so that's it for all the new stuff or the new tools. Well, I forgot the filter, but we don't need the filter anyway, so let me put it in. Oh, I have one more thing. Okay, I'm not sure if the music is too loud. I have it a little louder today because my printer is printing. It should be finishing soon. So let me know if the music is too loud. Okay, so hey, Mr. Jota, how are you, my friend? Let me put this aside. Yeah, I'm good too. I'm good. Okay, so what do I need? Okay, so for the Micron, so the Micron, it's gonna be Micron Plus. We're gonna put in the dual share or whatever, the long ass shaft motors on it because they are here already for a while. So we're gonna put that. So these are supposed to be supported on both ends. So it's gonna take a bearing down there, bearing up there, so it will handle more bigger belt tension. So therefore, more speed and more accelerations, supposedly. It's gonna be what? Yeah, I actually was on the edge because when I got in, they already finished the group buy, but they were still on a payment process, and I managed to go in back then. I was a little short on the money back then, so I only ordered 2. Sadly, I should have ordered like at least 2 or 3 sets. If I did, I could have sell you some because I wouldn't need more than 2 anyways. But I was so happy that I got in, that I was able to get in for 2 that I didn't even saw it properly, because I could easily have got 2 more, at least 2 more, and I only thought about that later on. But yeah, it was at least I should have bought like 3 sets, because I knew someone would show up and ask for them. But yeah, they were thinking about having another group buy soon, I believe, because a lot more people came in after. So just keep an eye. Well, the problem, well, they don't need that many to do a build, to make a custom, because this is just a custom order. I think they only need something like 10, which is pretty much 5 microns, and But the more you get, the more you order, the better the price is. So, oh, only 5? Well, 5, it's even, well, it was 10 back then. At least they talk about 10. So, I don't know, if you want to make an order of 2 for you, we'll just make it 6 and I'll take 4. We can see about that. The problem is the shipping. They ship from China. I'm not sure about how much is the shipping cost to us. And with customs and whatsoever, the price will go a little. So the more we get, the better. Maybe even if I can talk with Pedro from Lab 4450, I'm pretty sure he will be in for like 10 to have in stock. I'm pretty sure they'll go in a moment. Actually, I can ask him to put on the shop on pre-order and see how many interested are. So just to do a stat on how many interested are in the motors. I can talk with him about that. Yeah, Pedro is a very nice guy. So I can ask him. So if we commit, like if I commit to 4 or to even a pair just and to you another pair, I'm pretty sure you'll be in for like 10 or 20 even. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if he has them in stock, the problem is they take like a month to manufacture, and well, it's just a saying. If he does a pre-order with that caution, oh okay, oh yeah, I remember from Tumara, right? I think. Yeah, sure. I think we talked about that. You had family in Tumar. Oh, Tours. So it's even closer then. I was in the idea it was somewhere else than it was Tumar. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes. Well, I went there today. I went to Burger King there today. So yeah. Okay, so let's get in business. With the Micron, I have absolutely no idea where we finished, but I'm pretty sure we need to disassemble some stuff to assemble these motors because we have the gantry already mounted in. So let's bring the thingy, if I know what it is even. To take a look. It's been a while. It has spider webs all over. It's been months since we... Oh, yeah, Torres Novas, it's like, it's a small city anyway. Unless you go to the older side, but yeah, it's not that big. Okay, let me change cameras. So this thing is full of... Actually, let me turn on the lights. Maybe on this side. Okay, so I'm gonna try... I think I'll be able not to disassemble the whole thing to change the motors. I think. No, I don't have the boop. I'm gonna use, so about the specs, I'm gonna use the fancy motors. So the CNC carriage. As for probe, I'm gonna use cartographer, so a 3D scanner, and I'm gonna use cartographer instead of beacon, because cartographer can be used with CAN, and I'm gonna use CAN bus on this thingy, because beacon needs to be USB, and even that I have both a beacon and a what? How is it called? The fuck, the USB toolboard from LDO. No, not Eddie. I have shit. The Nighthawk. So the Nighthawk for the Nighthawk 36 for the well, the Nighthawk, which is USB, but I'm not going to use it here. I want to test the cartographer because of the price. So, and CAN. I really like CAN. I prefer CAN over USB every time of the week, and twice on Sundays. So yeah, I'm gonna try it. I want to try that. So my printer just finished, which is good. So yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can undo the motors without undoing the belts, which would be very nice. Yes, but I want to test a 3D scanner, and this was the chosen before. So Beanie was the one that convinced me about the cartographer. He said he has one, it works very well for the price, and it costs like 30 bucks. So I decided to go with it on this, but if the original plan was to get to actually machine the CNC boop and use the CNC boop in here. But yeah, Beanie convinced me otherwise, convinced me to test the sync. Well, he didn't convince me, he just told me, hey man, have you ever tried the cartographer probe? And I said no. And he said, well, I ordered mine, it arrived today, I've been testing it, and this thing is freaking amazing. You can use every thing as beacon, and yeah, Beanie from Portugal. And it's much cheaper, and it works flawlessly and whatsoever. And okay, on the same day I ordered mine, and it should be around there somewhere. I don't even know where, but it's there. And yeah, I'm gonna test it on this machine. This machine, it's been on hold for too freaking long. Okay, so racial slur? What do you mean? What do you mean, Joseph? Not following. Okay, let me try to... Yeah, I think this view, it's kind of acceptable. Maybe. Do we have zoom? I think my lens, it's too... No, it's fine. Is it focused? Yes. Jesus. Ah! I'm not following. Jesus. What do you mean, Jesus? Okay, so let's make a bet here. Will I be able to... This thing is stuck. Oh, there we go. It's moving now. It's been so long without moving that it was kind of stuck. Do I have belt tension on this thingy already? I don't think so. Yeah, probably they do, because it's been a long time, and actually I feel exactly what it was. So they kinda, of course, it will go away, but I can feel exactly here. It has like a bad place on it, and yeah, and here. So here is pretty much what it was, because I can feel the corners of the belts. Oh, okay. So we didn't got it. Maybe because Portuguese, because English is not our main language. So I know a lot of expressions and whatsoever, but some stuff kinda pass on the side, and I don't get it. So no offense is taken, as long as we didn't offend anyone as well. So it was just a misunderstanding on whatsoever. Okay, so okay, let's go. The idea is to put the change the motors without removing the belts, which I'm not sure if I can do it. I hope so. Let me grab some tools. So I'm just locating the poly set screws. So one is there, the other is there. So now I'm gonna undo the motor screws, and I need to understand, because I don't, how this thing is supposed to work. So I have the printed parts for the, it's only 4 parts. Of course I printed 6, but it's only required 4. I just printed 2 of each, let's call it that way. So I'm gonna choose this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this one, so let me make sure. Let me rotate it a little bit more like that. So it's pretty much only 4 parts needed, which is the A and B thingy, which are the red parts, and 2 of these. Which supposedly, oops, oh, so they are out of frame. So 2 of these, so it's only these 2 sets. These are actually the same, they are equal parts. And these are actually different. So they have an X in here. So that tells me they will fit on this X, I think. I need to check if there's some. Now I see. Oh, it's because, okay, that's helpful. So they have a little pocket in here. Is this thing focused? So I assume it's for the, so I have the pin version, but if it's not the pin one, I believe we have a screw in there. So I'm pretty sure we need to fit the pocket to there. So it should be like this, I assume. And it kind of makes sense. And I assume we need bigger screws now to go from here down there. But I also assume we need a bearing inside there, and I have no idea what's the bearing. I would assume it's a flanged bearing, but you guys know. Hey Marco! The Voron lead the lift bar. That one is my Skyla, it's over there. It's not printing at the moment. I need to change some heads on that thingy. The OTEMs. That thingy. But yeah, I made one. Okay, so I'm gonna open the CAD and actually see if we have any info about the double shear or whatever they call it to this mod, because they have this thingy on the beta repository. I assume they have it on the CAD as well. Sorry, not now, my friend. Oh, actually this screw was... as an error on T0. What error? It's been working fine. Auto zero touch plate. Let me open it to see. But what do you mean, on my build, on yours, or? It's been completely... You're completely catching me off guard there. Okay, before this thingy. You need to clarify what are you asking. Okay, so one thing, I need to do some connectors on this thingy because I really don't want to have the wires going this far, or I don't want to extend the wires. So ideally I would put a female of these so I can use the same wiring. But I'm not sure I want as a big of a connector as well. And I don't even understand why they do such a big connector with... Oh, I know what I can do. I can do one of these with, but only with 6 wires, 4 wires. It will be pretty much half the size. And I can actually use the same wiring. I just need to remove the white plastic and put in the connector. So that's what I'm gonna do. And for that I need to find my box of the proper GSTs, which I have no idea which one they are, because they are a million different. And I'm pretty sure it's not these ones. No, they are not these ones. Not even worth checking. Let me see if I have any more in here. Okay, let me grab my boxes of connectors. Set the images. Check Discord. Okay, let me check Discord. Okay, so basically it's just... Yes, okay, it's what I was thinking. So it's bigger screws and it's a flange bearing. Thank you. Okay, let me check what do I have in here. Nothing. Okay, because I forgot I relocated my... Marco. First thing, okay, so you are having a problem on your machine, right? Because you got in here saying the V2.4 with the lift bar had an error on T1 on T0. I was assuming you were talking about my streams and have an error, so you need to be a little more specific. So you're saying you're getting an error on your machine, it's giving you an error on T0, and you're using beacon for scanning the bed. So what exactly is the error? That's the first question. You can join us on Discord if you want to change, if you want to send some pictures or some whatsoever, some screens of your mistake. Okay, I think it's this one. Let me check. Oh, but it's bigger than actually this, right? But it's this one, I think. No. Doesn't seem this. No, it's smaller than this. It's smaller than this, okay. Then I need to go to my really big box of connectors. Okay, now you got me even more confused. Now you got me even more confused. Okay, so these are really small ones, which it's not what we want. So here's what I have, everything in bulk. And finally I got some little drawers, some blocks with little drawers where I can separate all this shit when I have the time. But it's a good start. I already have the thingy, so I'm pretty sure I ordered the... Okay. So this is not it. Where is the motor? Yes, because this thingy only has on the sides. Well, it would be easier. I know somewhere. Yes. So actually Formbot sends the data sheets of the motors, and here it says it's ZH, so they are supposed to be JSTs, ZRs or ZH. Which ones are these? So these are the P4150s. 41. Yes, that's that one. And they say, yeah, it's supposed to be the ZH or ZR whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I have them. So what's this? So this is PH. Nope. This is SH. Nope. These are regular ones. Well, I hope I have them. These are very small ones. Nope. Pretty sure I ordered everything. Shit, these don't even say what they are. So these are PH, those are XH. It's none of these. These are very small, which they are not. These look like it, but but don't seem like it. No, these are way too small. So maybe I have every size but the one I need. Let me just take a small look in here. But I'm pretty sure I ordered connectors exactly for these. Maybe I didn't, or maybe I thought about doing it and then I forgot. I ask myself why there is so many different types of GSTs and why everyone needs to use all of them. I'm not sure. For multi-material, I would really like Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder V2, of course, because it always amazed me the engineering of that thingy. With cutter instead of the regular just making the point thingy, so it makes it easier. It's just because I don't need, I really don't need a multi-material printer, another one actually, because I have I think I have the best option already, which is the multi-head thingy. So, but the box turtle actually it's interesting, but for now, I don't know. Like I said, I really would like to... Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't have it here. I'm pretty sure I don't have... at least I'm not thinking about that now. But we never know. We never know. Since I have a Tridex. I have the Skyla, so a Tridex, it's a Didex, it's with for two colors. It's the best system for two colors. You can print two parts at once, one of each, or with two heads simultaneously. You can do whatever. Then I have the, I would really like an ERCF. It looks like this one. Well, the problem is the hot ends I'm using, they are dropping like flies. it's kind of very inconsistent. Well, it's consistent. The consistency is they are dying. That's the consistency. And yeah, it's not this one. Well, I have a better idea. Since the very beginning, when I made the machine, I said, someone, I hope they are not mad with me, because they gave me the OTANs for free for me to swap on that machine, and I said I would. I never said when, and they didn't put a time frame on me. So, but I will do a stream of that. But basically, they are very unstable. They die from suddenly, and yeah, they die suddenly. That's the problem, with no warning whatsoever. And I already replaced 3 of them, and now another one died, and I'm just done with it. Next time I'm gonna mess with it, it's gonna be I'm just gonna swap it. I'm gonna swap with those ones like bamboo. So those bamboo clones, I have 3 printers with them already and never had a problem. And even if I do have a problem, they are very easy to swap the heater. And I have a shit ton of heaters for them. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab the wiring so I can actually see the connectors. So these look like... Nope. This is for the Z. Okay, yeah, I don't have these ones. Fuck me. So I'm gonna need to recrimp everything. It's only 2 motors anyway. Okay, I need to choose something that I have both males and females. So these ones look small enough, and yeah, these ones look small enough. And I have both the male females. Sailfish. What is sailfish? I have no idea what's sailfish. I've been out of the 3D printer world too long to... Yeah, the thing with it, I saw a box turtle. It seemed fine. But since the RCF V1, since the first time, it's like the Micron. First time I saw a Micron, I said, I want one of those. And the first time I saw an ERCF, I said, shit, I want one of those as well. I want to build one of those. I'm not sure if I'm going to ever making it work. I have a fellow friend that, actually, it's been a while since I talked with him, but last time he was building one, and he actually... He actually finished it, and he said it was working fine. I'm not sure if it is a lot of printing with it or whatever, but he managed to make it print fine. So, and I really like it. I really like some of the fine details they made on it, and now I'm not sure if I'm able to... Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are used to my process here, but My process is, my desk is always a mess. That's my process. Okay, so so these guys are soldering. These guys are soldering connectors. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to focus. Let me put it manually. Manual. Now I can focus manually. Where is the focus? There we are. Let me see if I can focus these close. Yeah. You make sure. Completely off. I know you are focusing on my hand. There we are. So yeah, these things are soldering. Now you guys can copy my fingerprints. Why am I focusing some kind of... Where is this spider web? I can see it. I think it's on the filter of the... Jesus, this thing's focusing very, very close. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use the regular clones of the bamboo. Someone sent me for free. I actually bought a few of them for me. They were really inexpensive. And yeah. So I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna cut this thing really close. Even that I don't recommend it, but in last resort, I'll just, if I need, I'll open the back of the motor and solder the wires directly. I don't want this stuff, and I don't understand why did they choose this scheme of colors, but they did. I don't know if they had a choice on it or whatsoever, but they look super ugly, and I'm gonna even throw them away. Okay, what do I need? I need my wire strippers. Yay! Cereal! Hopefully, I'm gonna get the cereal on mine soon enough. Okay, so I'm gonna just strip a little bit. Not sure what wire size is this, but okay, not this one. So let's try a little less on the, yeah, 0.5, 0.6 looks, it's cutting well. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't like you. Okay, so according to the diagram, they have the coils on 1 and 5 and 7 and 11. So A is 1 and 5. But since I don't trust the shinies very much, let me grab my multimeter. I'm gonna make it beep. I'm gonna make it beep like that. Beep. No, not range select, sorry. Beep. Beeping. I'm gonna check. So here nothing. So we have, yes, 1 and 5 and should be 7 and 11. Okay, we have the coils. So I'm gonna grab one of the wires, the cabling, the original cabling for it, which is... So this one, these ones are for the Z, which is not what I want. We want this. So this one it's for the Y. So it means it's the red and blue for one wiring. And I'm gonna make them the same wiring scheme. So let me grab a few of these. We're gonna need like 8 of them. We're gonna make both of them right now. It's better just to do them all together with the same color, same shit. So we can keep consistency. It's gonna be easier later on when we get to the wiring stage. How many I have them already? So 3 and 3, 6, 7 and 8 should be fine. I need my crimpers. For these I'm gonna use my... Where are you? This guy. I have no idea how it's called. Shit, it's all rusty. Super wet weather. I should have oiled it. I should. It's all superficial. It's gonna be... It's been super wet this here. So when this thingy... Hey Diogo, are you sure? Because I made it work. I'm pretty sure I made it work. Well, I hope it works, but because I really don't want the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried it with the DSI screen, and it works. I'm pretty positive, not absolutely sure, but sure enough. Okay, so like that. One done. Really well done. Yeah, this is a mini Voron 2.4. 2.4, it's too easy to build, so let's make a smaller version of it. Super cool printer. I really like, first time I saw this printer on Steve Builds, I really loved it. Second one done, that's fine. So we'll do same wiring system. So connectors to the top, red first, blue second. Next gonna be the green, then the black. Okay. Okay, why am I doing this now, if you guys are asking? Because when I solder the male, I really like to have a female holding the pins all together, because otherwise on these cheap connectors the plastic is too soft and it's gonna melt and disalign all the pins and whatsoever. So this way, if you have a female inserted on a male, it's gonna be much easier to keep the pins aligned, and it works just better overall. So okay, green next. Well, I'm pretty sure I made it work when a friend of mine, another friend of mine, actually had problems with one. Actually, it's the guy that I'm saying about that built the ERCF v2, but I'm gonna check. Maybe after stream, I'm gonna check if mine works. Because I really want to use a DSI screen. And there we go, we have everything. So let me sure I don't fuck up. Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now it's the green and the black. So like that. Now I'm gonna make the second one, because since I'm on it, why not? So it should be this one. Let me check the, yes. And yes, I'm gonna use the default cabling on this one. I'm tired of making wiring looms. So I'll just use the ones that came in with, and I'll deal with that. Fuck. Probably should have... Shit, I stripped for soldering, not for... It should be fine. This thing is super small anyway. Yeah, it should be fine. I stripped like 1.5 millimeters. Should have done more like 2. Should be fine. This thing will carve its teeth to the wiring, to the wires anyway, so like threading a fucking needle. Yeah, that's fine. So I don't know, some people say they hate these pliers. I freaking love it, to be honest. Shit, now it's crimping my thumb. Perfecto. I'm still gonna buy an engineer, right? A PA09, I believe. One of these days, but yeah, one of these days. Just to see if it lives to its name or I have an iWis one that it's the only one from iWis that I really don't like, because it's not ground straight, so I can't use it. Actually, I bought 2 of them just to make sure that the first one wasn't like with defect. Shit. Fuck, this one was... Shit, I need to redo this one. I had the wire 2 in. That's a first. Well, not for this. For these small crimps. For regular GSTs they work, but not for this one. So these ones are PH. These are very small. No way I could crimp them properly with... I have one from Parkside as well, but it's on my main shop for bigger stuff. Not for this. Yeah. Now you're talking. Okay, so let's put same order. Keep consistent. Let me grab another 4, which are these ones. So pins on top. Last one is the red. Come on. There we go. Then is the blue. Then is the green. And then is the black. Okay. So now I need to check the... Okay, let me strip these 2 guys. Thank you, Jota. See you tomorrow. Have some nice rest. Okay. Okay, so now I need to check which are the coils on this thingy, because I have no idea. So for that I'm gonna measure. So we have beeping. So let's see, it's yellow and God damn you. Turned off right when I was testing. Okay, beeping. So it's yellow and orange. Of course, the other one, it's the other one. The other two, actually. So as I was saying, I like to get these things connected. Okay, let me get our super duper crazy expensive soldering iron. Super duper. I think we are missing something here, right? Didn't we add a older? Should be around there somewhere. Probably somewhere on my bench. My super organized bench. Oh, did I say organized? I meant deorganized, sorry. Yeah, I have no idea. What is it? So, doesn't matter. Let's see, I'm not sure if I have battery on it. Yes, I do. So it's eating up. Let me grab some flux. And let me grab some sin. Probably this is 2 sin. We'll see. Flux. Where do I have my flux that I want to finish? I want to finish this guy because it sucks. Yeah, I was checking if the iron support was here and I don't see it, so not sure where it is. Somewhere. Oh, it smells. It's man organization. Yeah, that's the point. Okay, let me try. I don't think these... I think these... each ring tube... Yeah, this each ring tube is too goddamn small. I got it from Lab 4450. But it's way too small. So let me see, what do I have here? Yeah, this one will work just fine. And let's use maybe yellow or green. Yeah, green looks good. These are NEMA 14s. Yes, these are NEMA 14. These are the, I don't want to burn myself. So let's use this one as a lifter. This is super small. This is printer for hand stuff, so I think we have NEMA 17s on the, yes, we have 17s on the Z. And 14s on the X and Y, or A and B, whatever you want to call it. So let me put in all the, this one is too big. Now it's too small, but it's long enough. I have some if you need. I don't think I'm gonna use them. I can sell them cheap. These are the ones I have. Oh, sorry. I'm on the other camera. So yeah, they are a little bigger than these ones. Just a tiny little bit. So these are 57 BYGH627. I don't remember. They are 3 amps rated. I don't remember the torque on this thing is. I believe they are something on the 425 ounces. It's just a matter of checking the size. I believe I have, I'm not sure how many I have. I need to check that. But I have more than 3, for sure. At least I have 4, because I first used them on my router, and the router used 4. So 2 on Y, 1 on X, 1 on Z. So okay, I need soldering wiring. Which is here. Let me try to get a little bit more on frame. Can actually do some zoom in, maybe. Are we focused? Kinda. It's fine. Perfecto. Okay, so as we said, we let me put some flux on the and some solder, by the way. I have too much solder here on the wiring, on the soldering iron, so we are good. More flux. Flux is your friend. It's never, well, almost never too much. And we have orange and yellow. So orange, yellow is there, and orange is there. It's gonna be a little difficult to. Okay. You guys can't see shit, but sorry about that. Yeah, that's proper solder. And now we have the other two, so let's go brown. Proper nice. And gray. Proper nice as well. Yeah, they are beautiful. Let me grab some alcohol. I need to fill my little reservoir. What is this? Alcohol. There we go. And I need some, actually I have here some swabs. Let's purge this thing. Just do some little cleaning. That's fine. Grab all the heat shrink stuff there. And now I need some hot air, so I'm gonna be on the front of the camera a little bit. I need to connect the power on the hot air station, which is done. Now I need to turn it on actually. Shit. Connected the wrong power cable. This one is actually disconnected, so it's a non-power cable. It's this one that is connected. Yeah, this was supposed to be connected already, but there we are. So this thing is far too hot. This fun saw better days. Oh, it's actually sounding better now. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We are good on this one. I thought about that. That would be fun. That would be fun. With the joystick and whatsoever. Okay, let's go for the second one. There are some cool designs from with belting, with belts, and so they get cheap. Well, that's not with. They are not very precise, of course, but Very precise ones need harmonic drives or cycloidal or something like that. And those things are super duper expensive. But there are some with just belts. They work just fine for... A Kuka. A Kuka. Kuka is a nice one. Kukas are something else. Okay, so same story for the new 60 cents a kilo. Jesus. I wish I would found one of those. The harmonic drives alone, or I'm not sure if they are cycloidal or harmonic or whatsoever. Let's call it the drives. I need to, while the iron heats up. So if you guys don't know, this is the very super expensive $12 iron, and this thing works. Yeah, but I don't have cool scraps here around me, sadly. Sadly, I don't have not nearly... I wish I had, but I don't. It's only scraps around here. Okay, so same story. What is the other one? So yellow one is the red, so let's put it this way. No, actually this way, because this one is crossing, so the red, it's this one. I have too much soldering here. Oh, wait, I need to put in the... Shit, yeah, me too. Me too. I would really like to live in Japan. At one time I thought about that, really thought about that. I never went there even, but I plan to soon actually. Maybe next year. Well, maybe this year. Or maybe next one. I really love the culture. And to be honest, I have a thing for Asian girls. Don't ask me why. I love the technology. It's supposed to be amazing there. The technology itself. It's not even only the cars or the machines. It's everything. The culture, the technology. Oh, Shenzhen, that thing should be, yeah, that should be something. China should be something. China should be something. But Japan, yeah, Japan is definitely on my radar. So now it's supposed to be the brown. Hey, easy cowboy. Yeah, the countryside of China should be something else. The city should be something like crazy, like Japan. But the country should be very beautiful. Same with Japan as well. Oh, I think it's every country has its beauty. And I'm a country guy. I'm definitely a country guy. Forest and peace and quiet. But I would love to see Tokyo should be very fine. I didn't even clean it. Italy, I believe it should be, it's beautiful as well, but I believe it should be kind of like us here in Portugal. I see at least I see them as something like us. Yes, Venice and whatsoever should be very beautiful. Rome. But country-wise, I think it's a little bit like us. Mount Fuji. Hey Sven, how are you, my friend? Mount Fuji should be something. Kyoto should be something. Okay, so we have the motors wired or crimped or whatever you want to call it. I was thinking, how the fuck are you stopping on Japan on your way to China? But yeah, you guys are on the west coast, so going the other way around, it makes a lot more sense than coming cross over the world on this side. So, but for a moment I was like, what the hell? Yeah, Tokyo should be something else. Yeah, so San Francisco, yeah, that's really West Coast, so makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it just took me a little bit to place on your shoes. Makes sense. Okay, so I'm turning it off because we shouldn't need it anymore for now, so let me put it aside. Okay, this guy, it's the one we removed. Okay, so what size do we need? Oh, I need bearings for this thing. Shit, I should have asked what size are the bearings. Shouldn't be hard, it should be something small, but big enough to fit the... Yeah, something like this. Should be this. So should be 695. No, so I'm not sure if you caught, but we got these. So these are the kit the kit motors, and I'm going with the longer shaft for dual shear or dual shear or whatever they call it motors. So basically they have a longer shaft, so they can be supported on both on the low side and the top side. Well, they are on the low side with the motor bearing, and then we have this piece in here which gonna get another bearing on top, so it can handle more belt tension, so better accelerations and maybe more speed. So the original kit comes with so the original, I was reading what Diogo said. So the original came with these motors, which has the connectors as usual, and the wiring comes with these connectors. So what I did, and these motors came with only wires. So I don't like to have the wiring going to the well, directly to the board. It's easier to maintain or to change motors or whatsoever if you have the if you have a connector here. Just disconnect it and change it and whatsoever. So yeah, what I did was that, just crimping the motor, the connectors there. So these take the F695, I believe. Let's see if they fit. They're supposed to fit, kinda. Well, they will. A matter of persistence may be needed, but ideally you want to put them flat. Let me grab this thingy. Oh, you've been messing with your monster? There we go. Snug fit as we like on bearings. Making sure it's all sit. So it should be like this, and then it should take one of these. So mine, let me check, because I did one already. My first layer was a tiny bit too low, and it created kind of elephant foot, but just a little burr. Where is my... Oh, there's something I forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream. We'll do it in a minute. Where do I have my Exato? I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. Oh, it's here. Oh yes, I like this stuff a lot. They are cheap and they are super useful, especially for these syringes. So I have a tiny little burr there, just a little burr that I need to remove. To be honest, this thing should add a little chamfer on the first layer, but yeah, that's it. That's it. And now it should get in just fine. See, just fine. Huh, this thing should be lower. I think the bearing should be lower. Ah, okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so the bearing. Oh, nice. The bearing should be flush on the bottom. And now this thing should just... So this thing has two flats. And it should just, like that, lock in place. So what I forgot to... Let me zoom out. Oops, zoom out. Okay, so I forgot to, at the beginning of the stream, so this is an IPEX standard parallel jaw pliers. These things are amazing. Germany made, proper, good. A little bit of gaps there, but that's a little play there, but that's nothing. Beautifully made, but yeah, it's German. So these things are expensive. Worth it to me, but expensive. And this one, it's from China. Now these things cost like, at this size, I think it's like 65 bucks, something around that. And this thing costs like 15. So this one it's actually 65 and this one it's 15. Now if you're working properly, I advise you to buy this one. I haven't, this one got here today, so I don't know yet. Yes, the quality it's a little more floppy than that one, and doesn't have the laser markings as those one have. Finishing is a little rougher, but for our needs I think they work just fine. For the 3D printing stuff, for pressing bearings and whatsoever, it works good, well enough. It's not those ones have a little, it's much better built, but yeah, for our needs, and these things are very less. You can get the full set of these for the price of one of these. So yeah, just to keep in mind. Actually, it looks like, no, it's the same. Yeah, it's a copy, so no point. They open the same, so these are supposed to be the same model or the same size, and they actually are, but so yeah, if you ask me, for our job I think these ones will do just fine. They weight about the same. So yeah, I think they work well enough, at least for our use. Now keep in mind, this one is $65 or at least around that, and this one it's like 15. So yeah, we are talking about $50 difference in 65. So now you guys decide whatever. I only bought this cheap one just to see how it was. Yeah, it's Chinesium, but depends. I'm not saying this one has the same like strength as this one, or you can do the same with this one that you do with this one. But for 3D printing stuff, for the 3D print, for pressing bearings, pressing magnets, just holding regular stuff, like the work we do with this, not professional work, I think they can handle it just fine for a very much lower price. So just keep in mind, there's an option. I know people that haven't bought these thingies because of the price, and I'm not saying these ones are not worth the price. I have 3 of them, so if I didn't think they worth the price, I wouldn't buy 3 of them, and I did. So just keep in mind, there's a cheaper alternative already if you're not into the pro stuff. And as I used to say, it's not that I am a cheap guy. I just don't like to pay more than I need for what I need. Now this came in much better. Okay, so we have like that, and so now this thing gonna fit. Fuck. So this thing gonna fit like there, like that. And it's gonna use bigger screws, so it's the exact same thing, it's just bigger screws. So these should use I would say 35mm screws to hold the motor in place. I'm gonna remove it for now. I need to install it on the pulley. So the idea was not to disassemble the belt loop. Oh, it's not this one, it's the blue one, which is here. I don't want to cross thread here, and it looks like I'm doing it, so let me lower the gantry a little bit more. There we go. Now it's straight. Let me grab some 35mm screws. I need to remove these ones first. But I should have removed them before. There we go. Ah, motherfucker. One down, 2 more to go. So if you're installing these, there's no need for different printed parts. They just fit in on the original parts. You just need bigger screws. So let me grab some 35mm button head screws, which should be around here somewhere. So we need 6 total. So we can install it already. So this thingy is like this. Jesus, this is quite a... Okay, let me check something. Okay, there's something I don't understand here. Let me remove... So the problem is on the printed parts. The black ones, actually. I don't know why. But not sure if it's my... I don't think I'm printing too large. I don't understand why they didn't made this a bigger hole, because this doesn't need to be tight at all. So this is what? Yeah, this doesn't need to be tight. This could be a clearance, because the what needs to be tight, it's on the bearing, not on the printed part. To be honest, this should be a clearance. So I'm gonna actually pass I don't know, maybe a 5.5 drill. Almost 5.6. Because you want it to spin freely, completely, where is my drill? It's here. Completely out of, well, completely clear. You don't want it to mess with the plastic. You want it to free. So I don't understand why they did this, but they did. And it doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, yeah, this should be fine now. So you want it to be tight on the bearing, which is, but just that. And we want clearance around, and we have clearance. So now we can fit in these guys. Actually, should be a little bigger, but bigger, it's too big. I don't like such small. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm not gonna fully tightened yet. So I need to talk about this with ArtK, because I don't agree with this at all. There's no point, absolutely no point on having those parts tight on the motor shaft, because it's just counterproductive. You want it to rotate on the bearing, not on the bearing thingy. Okay, it's proper tight. Proper tight. Proper tight. And we should be... Now, what I need to do is I need to set the pulley, because I haven't yet. So I'm gonna set it on the middle travel of the belt. It went a little too much, so I need something pointy, like a tweezer. My phone. Yeah, that's proper nice. Let me check. Yes, I'm aligned. Well, I'm kinda. Shit, I'm not sure. Proper aligned. I should have checked these before. So I need to jam the motor shaft with a flathead, not a flathead, a flat screwdriver, small one. So I'm gonna jam it here on the flat of the motor, so I can rotate the pulley, sorry, independent. Yeah, okay, now we're good. Without rotating the motor shaft, so I could align the flat on the shaft with the screw. Now I need to get the second one so I can tighten it like that. Fine. So one down, another one to go. So let's put that part there. And I need to do the same on this one, so I'm gonna disassemble it. And I'm gonna drill it. Again, I'm drilling with a 5.5. Because this doesn't make sense at all. So the motor shaft is 5 millimeters, and we want it to be clear from this part, because we want it to make force or to tension on the bearing, not on this little printed part. Okay, so let's go for the other one. So yeah, like that I should kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start with unscrewing the pulley screw. I'm gonna just unscrew it a little bit on the flat, so when I insert the motor it will be aligned, or kinda, and avoid the problem I had before. Okay, so this screw remains the same. These three are the ones that need to come out. Out it goes. Out it goes. And this time I'm going to remove them first. And now in it goes. So I think it's around there somewhere. Like that. Yeah, it should be fine. So let's align it with the first screw. Like that. Beautiful. Let's not screw it all the way in yet. Same story. So the printed part has a chamfer, big chamfer, and that big chamfer is to allow you to screw in that screw, so the wrench can come in on that hole and tight the screw. So let's put the other ones. That one is in. That one is in. And this one should be using a ball and screwdriver, at least to not to tighten, because you shouldn't tighten with a ball and screwdriver. And there we are. Now let me align the pulley, which is white. Okay, first I need to align this one. It's okay. I have some kind of problem here, because this thing, it's not rotating as it should. Why? Is it? Oh, yes it is. Pretty sure it's my... No. It is not. What's going on here? Let me remove. Let me unscrew it just to see first. Okay, it looks fine now. So what I'm gonna do, it's actually I'm gonna undo the poly screw a little bit. Okay, something is wrong. Let me remove the bearing. Let me check if the bearing is moving freely. My drilling, it's not perfect. Here. So we need... That should be fine. No. It wasn't straight. Let me remove the screws. Fuck. Let me see what's going on here. Something... Oh, okay. Something is wrong here. So like this, it works fine. I can actually set the pulley because I have the... Okay. Ah, motherfucker. Okay, let me hold the flat so I can align the pulley. Well, to be honest, I don't think I had lost two, right? No, it's only one. I don't think I have a flat long enough on the motor to get here. Yeah, I see, I see. I see. Okay, so I need to remove the motor. I see the problem. Okay, so the problem is these guys didn't even set the specs right for the build. Yeah, I see the problem. Okay, so the problem is the flat on the motor should be deeper. I mean deeper, longer. So it should be closer to the motor. Not much, but definitely. So let me see if I can show on camera. Where is the... Not sure if I can show. Let me try to... Like this. Where is the camera? It's here. There. So you guys see the... So you see the screw mark there. Shit. Okay, so the screw mark is just barely on the next to the flat on this one, but this one, the flat is a few... Okay, I lost another screw. So the flat is like at least 2 millimeters higher than that one, and that's exactly enough to... So the screw will sit exactly on the flat, or on the end of the flat, and then if you set it on a flat, it's gonna offset the pulley up and it's gonna lock everything down. So you have two options. One, ignore the flat and just screw in the pulley out of the flat, which I don't like. And the second option, it's actually just Dremel your way into there, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. But if you're gonna do that, you need to seal... Nah, I'm done filing. I'm more of a Dremel guy. So make sure that you seal your shaft bearing. So these guys do a custom motor exactly for this, and they actually mess up the customization. Engineers. Okay, something like this will work. Just electric tape all around. So these are motors from a group buy on... So these are from Stepper Motors, and they were custom made for this application. They have longer shafts exactly for this application, and they were custom designed and made on a group buy from the Micron Discord. And looks like someone fucked up with the flat dimensions. So let me grab my handy dandy Dremel. So yeah, these were actually custom made for this application. So I'm gonna use just some stone. So maybe we'll get a little noisy. So this should be just fine. Should be enough. Should be enough. And now I need... let me see if I have a sand disk in here. Yes, I do. So now I'm going to use just a sand disk to take off any burrs. So this is just a sand disk. It's completely soft, which is great to polish and remove all the burrs. So the looks like from factory, kinda. It's good enough. Doesn't need to be ultra precise. Just need to create some room for the screw. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so I just grabbed the flat. The belt is in place. The screw hole is kind of aligned. Be careful not to cross thread the motor threads. Okay. So now I should be able to, yes I do, I have space. And when I thread the pulley in, everything works fine. It could be a little lower, but I'm pretty sure, yes, it can be a little lower. So I'm just eye aligning the pulley so the belt is sitting on the middle of the... What's that there? Some dirty stuff. Okay, I'm gonna tighten this one as well. We're good with that. Now let's try again. So let's fit first the this thingy. So yeah, this thing is stiff as it should. At least I think it should. At least mine is. Nice slide feeding. Like a little bit interference, which is fine. Yep. Okay, let's try now with the screws. Let's put that guy there. There. Need to put a few more because everything will sit in better if I do. Even of course this is plastic. Oh yeah, this machine is super fun. This machine is super fun. At least I find it super fun. Since the first time I saw it, I really liked it. So yeah, that's why I'm building. It's completely overkill. Like a quad leveling flying gantry on a 180 build plate, but actually a 180 it's quite a decent size because the first one they made it was for actually a 120, and that one was completely very. Oh yeah, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, so the problem was the pulley being pushed up and everything was breaking. Yeah, the Micron Classic is I think for me it's a little too small. 120, 180, it's the perfect, I believe it's the perfect size actually for this machine, because 180 it's not too small and it's not too big. It's workable. 120, I think it's quite limiting the printing size. It's a V0, so especially if you already have a V0. So yeah. Okay, so this way I can do this and this, which is kind of cool. Can put a little piece of electrical tape, black electrical tape around, or just a zip tie. It will look good. Oh, sorry, you guys weren't seeing what I was saying, so I can place the motor wires like that. I'm still a little too high, right? Oh, I can just do that. Like that, like that. It's a nice little machine. Okay, so we can remove these guys, which are new and never used, and okay, so let me put aside what we don't need. Micron is a great machine. I really like it, even that I haven't finished it yet, but I always liked this machine. And so I intend to stream again tomorrow. I may stop here. So basically we done nothing, just changing the motors. Well, we can take a look into the ad. I believe it was where we stopped last time. I should check last time where I finished. Let me take away also my multimeter. And yeah, so for the ad on this machine, I was intending to use a Trident. Trident, it's a nice build as well. I actually am considering buying another one, to be honest, but it's a build printer. I'm really considering it. It's a good price. If the guy still has it, I'm not sure. And it might be if I buy it, but it's another 350, which is huge, and I don't have the space for it, to be honest. I can get another table and put it aside the other Trident. I'm not sure, but I'm considering it, and it would be a good printer for MMU, for like a box turtle or a ERCF. I would like to set this one for ERCF at one time. Not sure. We'll see. Because I can do that because we have the I think we have a extruder for this thingy with dual sensor. I think, I'm not sure. I think. So we'll see. For now, I want to get it printing because I actually need it for some jobs. And then I need to start printing stuff for Milo, which is not much. Oh, also, I ordered I ordered the hardware for the casa. So for the Milo frame enclosure. So it was a little more expensive than I was thinking, and I haven't ordered the panels yet. I need to check that. So yeah, nice. Self-sourcing is nice, and it's a little more expensive, but again, you get what you want. You choose whatever you want, and you get that. Okay, so let me take a look into what? First, let me remove this guy. Oh, I completely forgot to set the banner today, but never mind. Okay, leave this one aside. I'm gonna put the bearings away. Meanwhile, my Chinese computer, it's been working wonderfully well. I'm super happy with this setup. To be honest, I'm way more happy than I was expecting to be. Even if I expected to be happy, I wasn't expecting to be as happy as I am. So At least that. And oh, I see. So now I actually I'm sorry. I actually looked into my desktop and I seen the corner thingy that you were talking about. I mean, I think it's kind of expensive. But yeah. Oh yes, my Milo kit, it's gonna be supplementary to the original kit. Yes, because I ordered, I have the kit, and I'm just making parts for it. Oh yes, if you have parts already, so yeah, that's better. True, Rex. Oh, okay, so you're talking about getting in parts like only the frame and. I don't like this corner here, to be honest. Doesn't seem flat. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's true. So as I was saying, yes, the Milo build, it will be based on the original one, and so yeah, I was thinking we were about to buy the full kit. It depends on what you want. Exactly, especially with the spindle and whatsoever. But yeah, it's going to be based on that. Probably a lot of screws, well, at least a few screws will change. And of course yeah, it may be reasonable. Okay, so if you're planning to go full Bruno on it, and changing the motors and changing the motherboard and changing pretty much everything, probably it's better if you have access to the frame alone. And the frame includes the side thingies, the side plates, the full metal jacket or whatever they call it, because that thing is kind of important, even if it's poorly made or bad. Not poorly made, it's well made, poorly designed, it's helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look into my head parts. I think it was that we would be messing after. And I have a bunch. Oh, I'm missing one part now that I remember. Okay, I need to print it tomorrow. I need to take a look. So, TrueRex, you said you have the unted with LEDs and stuff done. I need to check into your version. I don't remember. Yeah, I need to check this. I don't remember where I was at on this part of the build. So what do I have? I have a bunch of nope. Actually, okay, so I was thinking about using this. So this is from the French guy. Okay, I'll check it later. So this is from the French guy. I think he's French. For the LEDs. So this pretty much is just a thingy that will sit. Fuck. I think from what I watch, I think it will sit here. So these won't work with the regular dragon. And again, my first layer was a little bit too low. So I need to do some shivering. I need to tune that first layer. Maybe I'm over extruding on the first layer, because I think the first layer itself, it's at a nice height, but probably I'm over extruding a little bit. Okay, I'll take a look into it. I'm not sure. I haven't even seen if there's an official version with LEDs yet. I will tomorrow. So, or actually after stream, since it's not very. So I think this is supposed to. Well, this is supposed to be somewhere in here, but I don't see this fitting in here. I see some clamps in here, which should. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. And it has the thingy there for the fan. Not sure about the grill though. I'm missing the grill. I forgot about the grill. Oh, sorry. So I have a few wires here that I need to do some meat stuff in here. It looks decent. Not sure about why we have a hole there. Hey, Jack! Nice. Yeah, this part is ugly. I see the filament was wet. Speaking of that, I need to put my filament to dry. So give me a second. Okay. First, let me get my TPU out of the dryer, which just finished. So let me set this thing in the bag, the vacuum bag. Let me grab the pump. I'm not sure. Oh, it's actually here. Is this thing focus it? Check. Yeah. I hope this bag is good. Yeah, it's starting to close. Then let's take a look into your... Can you send the link in Discord for your printables? So I can take a look into your stuff? Through Rex, I mean. It's good enough. I'm gonna need... to use it, I believe, either tomorrow or next day, so no point on being too thorough on the on this. Okay, let me check these prints as well. Well, first thing first. Let me grab this guy and this guy. Oh, actually this is ABS plus. Shit. Probably fucked up then. Sure, no problem. Okay, so this one is on. And is set for ABS, which is good. And this one. Okay, let me set the timer for much longer. Like 16 hours, that's fine. Set. And this one, same stuff, more time. And we ABS, that's fine. Okay. Okay, now let me check the prints. You have a little bit curling at the beginning because I'm stupid. I set the wrong temperatures for this filament, but actually this thing might be good, or at least good enough. Where is my this I have another one, right? I should have a dedicated one in here. Yes, I do. Yeah, I like it. I like this. If fits on size, I'll take it. Even that I set the wrong settings for this filament because I read it wrong. I thought it was standard ABS, but it was ABS plus actually. And ABS plus needs, from everyone at least, needs a little less temperature on the bed and printing. But, at least at the beginning. But for testing, these are prototypes anyway. Yeah, I think they will work. I think they will work as long as the dimensions are good. As long as the dimensions are good, we should be fine. We need more heat, more, not less. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let me put this thing back into the printer. Okay, now let's take a look into the current unted design and whatever our good friend Trurex made on, yeah, it can be there, we're gonna need it anyway. We set these to this side. We don't need these anymore. Yeah, that will can be here. No problems. Set the connectors aside. Remove the drill. Let's set the connectors. Go there as well. So this is Milo stuff. Milo stuff goes into that box there. This is also Milo stuff. It goes to that box as well. Okay. So that's good enough for now. So let's go to the computer and let's check. Let me aim this guy to, I need to add some weight on this. This computer here on this monitor, because my arm, the monitor is too light for the articulated arm I have. I need. Okay, let's see, general. What do we have here? Oh. So Diogo sent something before. I think it was Diogo, right? Before going away. Let me lower the volume of the music a little bit. And I can go like that. Okay, so let me share Brave. Okay. So we were talking about the robot arm, and Diogo talked about this guy, which actually looks good. Is this thing free? Probably. Oh, it's phone controlled? That's super cool. Or PC. Huh. That's interesting. So, Mega, some drivers. So probably, yeah, we need encoded. So this is encoder for the motors. It looks cool. It looks super cool, to be honest. Well, I think we have a project for after Milo. Yeah, closed loop for sure. Let me check just for fun the bill of materials. So bearings, we have a few bearings there, nothing too fancy. Quantity, 22 bearings? Shit. Oh, okay. Closed loop bells, that's fine. Dull pins, a few. No, these are these are gonna be steppers. So according to the here, so these are gonna be steppers, and these things actually apply on the steppers itself. So this one is for probably an EMA 23, and these ones are the smaller ones for NEMA. So these things actually go behind. I'm not sure how these things work, but I know you assemble these under the behind the stepper, and you get it a closed loop. I'm not sure if it's optical and it actually watches the shaft or whatsoever. I'm not sure how it works, but it works. Well, this thing looks super cool, let's be honest. So if we go here and here, and we go like MKS encoder, and we see, I think, so one is this one. So as you see, it assembles behind the stepper. I'm not sure if it's optical or how it works, but it works. Oh, Jesus. You guys kill me. Well, it's for sure it's gonna be a fun thing. So this one and this thing, yeah, I saw this one, and this thing actually, so you can actually has the driver integrated, so you connect the motor directly to the thingy, and you even have a little screen here showing the angle of the shaft, the error, and whatsoever. So it's cool. I seen this before. I never actually looked into these, so it might be a solution. So it might be a solution even for Milo, to be honest, using just, I'm not sure about how the drivers itself work, but maybe, I don't know. So these ones are for NEMA 17. So it's cool. It's actually cool they use these instead of closed loop servos or steppers or whatsoever. So I believe it makes it cheaper. So what do we have? So we have X and Y NEMA 23s. So actually these ones are the ones I have. So Diogo, sorry. I'm not gonna sell you these anymore. I'm pretty sure these are, let me check the length of them. Well, I don't know how many I have. Yes, 76 millimeters. Yes, they are. It's these ones. 635 axis, a 635 shaft. So yep, this is it. I'm pretty sure these are a 1/4 inch shaft. Yes, they are. So it uses 2 of these. These things are heavy. So a NEMA 17 something, 60 millimeters. I probably have that as well. NEMA 17 on A. That's a smaller one. I need to check whatever I have. Servo. I probably also have this servo. Well, now, control board, Arduino Mega, yes, I have one, and closed loop option, not test yet. Okay, that's always good, sounds good to me. So for MKS servo 42D, 257D, MKS CAN cable V2 1, Arduino Nano, fine. CAN boost model, fine, should be fine. Okay, so this is probably for the covers of the arm. 110 3x3 neodymium magnets. Fasteners, a shit ton of M310s. Well, to be honest, that's not that many. Kaza takes a lot more than that. M360, I'm not sure if this is washers. I think so. Double end threaded rods. Double end threaded rods. So probably this is all threaded rods. So basically it's just buying an all thread M5 and just cut length. Okay, so these are the encoder's bolts. Makes sense. We need big screws to get, okay. Okay. Well, this thing definitely a shitload of bearings. Yeah, this thing definitely goes to my projects. What do you guys say? Looks good, right? Sounds like a good project. I need all my printers functioning first to print the stuff for this thingy. Okay, so meanwhile, let's take a look of what really interests right now. Nah, I'm gonna go plastic frame. It would be a shit ton of aluminum. I need to take a look into the CAD, but nah, I'm gonna go full plastic on that thing. It's not. It's even for the. It's gonna be way lighter for the motors to handle it, and let's be honest, it's not gonna take 5 kilo loads. They say it supports like alpha kilo load. So, yep, I see. You sent me. I have the. Okay, so let's open copy link. Yeah, but that project, it makes no sense in aluminum. It would be too much. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. Do you have a picture of one assembled that you can send me? So it's a single LED or two? So this is a modification to original to add two. Okay, the answer is there. It's two. I know. Okay, so this is the kind of hot end I'm going to use on mine as well. So I was using the original, not the original, the bamboo clones, but it looks like on the end head it doesn't fit the bamboo clone. So it needs to be around where is it? A round type, like a dragon type of hot end. So yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Okay, I see. Okay, it looks cool. Yep, I see. I opened it here already. I hope you don't mind. So yeah, see, you made it on the hot end part instead. So my version, let me try to open my version. I hope I don't have Fusion open downstairs. Well, let me take a look. Remote connection. Main computer. Yes, I do. But I don't have actually nothing open, so I can just close it. Close. And check again. Come on, check again. Hey, it's closed already. Check again. So looks like Fusion is being Fusion with me. Okay, fuck it, cool. Where's OBS? Okay, let me change OBS to this screen. Yeah, like that. And this one in here. And let me change to Fusion. There we go. So MESP tools, Micron. So I have the entered LED. Okay, so what I did was actually I used this approach instead and used the small version instead. So those small ones. And they would fit like this. So this, we'll see. Yeah, okay. And this, I could make this work with the grill as well, but I can make it I can't make it, well, yes, I can make it work with Dragon as well. So I'm not sure about how is the, no, this won't interfere with the grill. It's a little hard to put it in, but it's doable. I think I have one in here actually assembled. So here, yes, actually I have one in here. So let me activate the main camera. So here, let me focus on my hand. Yeah, that's fine. So here you can see I have the grill on. This is a early version. Probably I'm gonna use it because everything fits in here. I have the LEDs there. That's my sandwich there, so it's before the using the original so from the stealth burner, the logo from the stealth burner. And yeah, and they work. They fit just fine. So I may use this. I'm not sure if anything changed. So probably what I'm gonna do my take on this on the newest version of the Undead and try it. Because I really, to be honest, I don't really like that sandwich there, as I did it at least. So I may try. So I may add these to the latest version and reprint everything. No, this was printed. The grill was printed on my Tridex. So the double color. It's an easy swap anyway, so you can print on any printer. Just do a print pause and then do a color change and should be fine. But yeah, so I might do that. So I probably gonna put this thingy on the latest version and try it. Because to be honest, I haven't tried it yet. I think it might be... I think the angle should be a little... Maybe it's a little off. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, I need something softer. Otherwise I'm gonna ding the camera. I think I need the LEDs to be a little more, so I think they are a little more too much to the ground, like the angle. But the problem is with something like a dragon, which has a very bulky block, nozzle block. If I aim it too much, it's gonna aim fully to the block instead of the nozzle. But yeah. So yeah, I'll see. So I'll take a look at that tomorrow, and we're gonna finish for today. So it was a very productive day. We changed 2 motors on the Micron. Congrats. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna try to stream again tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to. And I hope so. So see you guys tomorrow. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for making me company and showing me awesome stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna share it once I actually finish these tool heads. I'm gonna share the design. No point on sharing it now. So what I was saying is was this. Actually, I have a dragon in here. So as you see, the dragon is very bulky, and so I don't have the LEDs mounted, but I have the slots there. So as you see, if we see on this angle, if we aim the LEDs more there on that way, we're gonna actually beam the block instead of the nozzle. So that's why I kept them like that, at least like that. It's gonna aim a little bit to the floor, to the print. With a smaller block like the bamboo and stuff, it's gonna be fine. So yeah, we'll see. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for making me company, and thank you for all the engagement. And that's why I'm here, always learning, trying to always teach. Not always, but at least I do my best. Again, if you guys need any stuff for 3D printers, check Lab 4450. For Revo, yes, it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure Revo and Dragon should be very close, if not the same. Let's see what let's detour just a few more minutes and see. Okay, I need to change my workflow again. Okay, let's go to Micron and add. Okay, so we have the shit. We have a mini anted. What the fuck is the mini anted? Okay, STLs, OTENs. So yeah, we have Revo Voron, which should be the same. The only thing changing, it's the shape of the heat sink, I think. So it should be, but I think the drills are the same. So it should be fine with Revo Voron or Revo. I think it's the same. So yeah, as long as it's on this OTENs list, it should be fine. Okay, so third time is the last one. See you guys tomorrow. Good night, good evening, good whatever. Thank you for watching. If you guys like the content, please subscribe and like. If you guys have any questions, join us on Discord. It's linked in the description. And yeah, any questions you can ask there or ask in the comments. Again, thank you very much. And good night, guys. See you tomorrow.